We're always searching for that next big thing, right? The new app, the new productivity hack that's going to change our lives. But what if? What if the keys to unlocking our true potential aren't somewhere in the future? What if the most powerful secrets to a better life are actually hidden deep in our past?
To really get why this ancient wisdom is so crucial, we've got to take a hard look at our world today. Because there's this really strange conflict, this paradox, at the heart of modern life. And I bet it's something you felt, even if you couldn't quite put your finger on it.
I mean, just think about it for a second. We have technology that connects us to literally anyone on the planet, instantly. We've got more friends, more followers, more access to people than any other generation in history. So, why do so many of us feel more alone than ever before?
And look, it's not like we aren't trying to fix this. Our modern toolkit for self-improvement is absolutely overflowing. We have productivity tools, life coaches just a click away, an app for every single problem you can imagine. We are practically drowning in information that promises to make our lives better.
But here's the kicker. Here's that paradox. With all these resources, the result isn't more peace or progress. For so many of us, the actual outcome is feeling constantly distracted, always a little bit restless, and just deeply disconnected from ourselves and from each other. So, if chasing the next new thing isn't working, maybe we're just looking in the wrong direction. What if the solution isn't new at all? What if it's actually timeless? Maybe it's time we started looking back for the answers. We've been so obsessed with innovation, with progress, assuming that answers only lie ahead of us. But in that forward-looking rush, we might have just walked right past a treasure trove of wisdom that's already been discovered. The answers to our very modern problems? They could be waiting for us in the past. Think about it. Ancient civilizations, from the Greeks to ancient India and China, they were obsessed with understanding human potential. Long before we had brain scans and neuroscience, they were the original testers, running experiments on the mind, the body, and the spirit, all to figure out what truly makes a person feel fulfilled. And this is where it gets really cool, because these ancient ideas, they aren't just dusty old concepts for a history book. You're about to see that they are the very same ideas we're all talking about today. They're just wearing different clothes. Okay, let's start with a big one from ancient Eastern philosophy, harmony. The core idea here is actually pretty simple. It's that you can only find real peace when your inner world, your thoughts and feelings, is in balance with your outer world, your actions and your environment. Sound familiar? Of course it does. What's our modern term for this? We call it work-life balance. It's the exact same principle. You can't function at your best out there in the world if your inner world is a total mess. They figured this out thousands of years ago. All right, next up, let's jump over to ancient Greece and talk about Stoicism. The Stoics built their entire worldview on one incredibly powerful idea. You cannot control the chaos of the world around you, but you have absolute control over how you choose to respond to it. So what do we call that today? Well, that's pretty much the textbook definition of emotional intelligence. It's the ability to manage your own emotional reactions instead of letting them manage you. The Stoics weren't just talking about being calm, they're actively training their minds for resilience. Now let's go to ancient India, where we find this beautiful concept of dharma. Dharma is all about understanding your unique purpose in this world, your personal why, and then aligning everything you do, every action, with that deep purpose. It's about living a life that is completely rooted in meaning. And this plugs directly into modern psychology, because when your actions are perfectly aligned with a deep sense of purpose, you enter what psychologists call a flow state. You know that feeling, where work just feels effortless and time flies by? That's it. When you live your dharma, your potential just naturally unfolds. So all of this, it leads to this one huge realization, a real aha moment about what it means to be human. The world outside has changed in ways our ancestors couldn't even imagine. But our inner world, has that really changed at all? You see, our ancestors fought physical battles. They struggled against deserts and jungles just to survive. Our battles today feel different. We fight against a constant flood of notifications and the crushing pressure of deadlines. The arenas have changed completely, but the internal struggle for focus, for peace, for meaning, it's exactly the same. And that right there brings us to the main event. Let this one really sink in for a second. The truth is, human nature hasn't changed. Only our environment has. Our fundamental wiring, our deepest fears and desires, our need for purpose. It's all the same today as it was thousands of years ago. So what on earth does all this mean for you and me, right here, right now? It means that unlocking your potential isn't about finding some magical new trick. It's about remembering. It's about rediscovering the powerful, timeless tools that you already have inside of you.
All this ancient wisdom really boils down to 3 powerful steps you can take in your modern life. Number 1, control your mind. Don't let it control you. Number 2, master your emotions. Learn to use them as your guide, not your boss. And number 3, align your actions with what truly matters to you.
And honestly, this might be the most empowering idea of all. We spend so much of our lives searching for external solutions, the right job, the right partner, the right advice. But this ancient wisdom reminds us that the real power, the source code to a better life, isn't out there somewhere. It's already here. It's inside you right now, just waiting. So that leaves us with one last question. And this isn't just for you to think about. It's an invitation to act. When you look at your own life right now, your mind, your emotions, your actions, which of these ancient keys will you use to unlock your potential first?